Hey guys, welcome back to this week's What Came Out of the Tumbler. This week I didn't have anything coming out of stage 4, so I was a little pressed, I guess, to kind of think of what I could do that would be interesting. But what I remembered or realized is that I've been tumbling 3 different batches of rocks, and they're 2 distinctly different groups of rocks. So what I'm doing is I'm going to just kind of highlight inland rocks versus beach rocks. These are all coming up in featured videos. These over here are these rocks are from Texas. My parents picked up in the parking lots there in Texas where they were kind of doing their construction missionary work, and then I think they picked some up additional rocks in Arkansas or something like that. And then these are from, you may have already seen the video of the rock hounding in my friend's field. So these are the stones from that. And then these, again, you might have seen the rock hounding video, are the stones from Pilgrim Haven Nature Preserve. So what I've done is I've sorted them out. Now each of these barrels was 3 pounds to start the week in rough stone, all in stage 1. And I separated them. The ones up top they need to go back for stage 1. They have little chips or cracks or little divots in them that just that's all I really watch for, is something that would hold the grit. Obviously that's an issue. And I just send it on back through. Big crack there, a little divot there. So that one needs like another week and then it'll probably be ready. So that's my criteria for sending them back through. And there's obviously a very different yield. The rocks down below are the stuff for stage 2, the stuff that I'm going to be moving on. So out of the 3-pound barrel, 5 rocks in this one, as opposed to all of those going back for stage 1. And again, you got, what, 6 here? 6 smaller ones. Several of them are smaller. And then, all this back for stage 1. Out of the field rocks, these ones, of course, I picked. So, well, my son and I. So they're a little more selective on what's in here. But that's, yeah, obviously a much larger yield. And again, about a little less, obviously, than the Texas parking lot rocks. But the rocks coming from Texas seem to be much harder. There's a lot of chalcedonies and quartzes and, this sort of thing going on. Very hard stones, very tough to get a good polish on. And these Pilgrim Havens, to be a little more fair, some of these I did tend to with a saw, so it's a little bit of an unfair advantage over here. That might be a slab I sliced through. I very much doubt I picked up a natural rock like that. A little saw attention, but there's others in here too that obviously have not seen the attention of the saw. And yeah, that one definitely did. So just to be fair, I mean, some of these are not 100% natural, but still the yield is higher. And that's part of the reason why I don't have any stage 4s this week, is because these rocks, these Texas rocks, have been chewing up my tumblers for 2 barrels have been going for 4 weeks straight now on these rocks. So this is why I'm delayed trying to get stuff out to stage 4, because these guys are being so stubborn. And then over here, the field rocks, again, I've been chewing on those for 1 barrel for 4 weeks. And then the Pilgrim Haven stones, this is their 2nd week I've been chewing on those. And I mentioned that because I want to show you that's the yield. So after 2 weeks, let me see. Hold on, let me get this filled up real quick. Okay, so after 2 weeks of chewing, stage 1, you get this many rocks out of it. Now, of course, I'm using standardized sizes of Tupperwares here, so the measurements are going to be accurate. Yeah, these containers the contents are so tasty. I can't argue. I just keep buying them for the Tupperwares, right? That's why you buy the brand, right? They work great for rocks. I don't know about food, but they work great for rocks. And again, this is an entire month's worth of stage 1 rolling to get to this point with this many rocks. So an entire month to get pretty close to what only took 2 weeks coming from a beach. And now, okay, something to be said about the sawtooth. It did that sort of stuff to some of these rocks. So some of these are going back through simply because I did work them with a saw. So, saw good, saw bad. And then, let's see. Oh, yeah. That's well, let's call it 8 weeks of combined Tumbler action here. And that's what you get out of a Texas parking lot with random rocks that your parents pick up. So, yeah, and to kind of just show what I'm starting with here, I'm not going to add these to this batch this week. They're just too big. Well, unless I absolutely need one more stone, but it kind of gives you an idea of the roughness I'm starting with here. And I throw in that they're hard rocks, and yeah, it's gonna take a while to chew off all that rough stuff, get that crack out of there, take the holes down, etc. As opposed to the beach rocks that I'm starting with are relatively round. That's got a nice little crack there that's going to take a while to chew, but you know, for the most part, they're already half tumbled because they came out of a Great Lake. So, you know, if you're like me and you're kind of blessed to be living near large bodies of water, it might be, if you want to save time in a tumbler, it might be worth heading down to your beach there and picking up stones you can find if you want something that comes out of the tumbler fast. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, grab whatever you can, but understand it's going to take a little longer to get probably inland rocks out of the tumblers. So you already probably knew that, but I just thought I would share that this week because that's just something I had going on. Of course, it's not super scientific because I've been adding these rocks to and from, and some of these might have been in there for 4 weeks straight, whereas, you know, some of them might have only been in there for a week, but and I haven't measured the beginning weight, end weight of both the tumbles, so I just don't use a standardized amount of water. I just fill to the bottom of the rocks and call it good. So I can't really give you a scientific amount of weight loss on these stones, but yeah, so hopefully that helps if you have a chance to choose between picking near water or picking in a field or parking lot or any inland location. So hope that helps. Hope you found it informative and fun, and I will catch you next week when I do actually have something come out of stage 4. So see you next week. Bye.